So I needed a motor out of a DVD player to repair my other DVD player. You can hear it's playing music right now, so you know it's actually working. So I had all these parts left over, and I thought I'd lay it out on the table and check it out. It's actually a lot of good, usable parts left over. I needed the motor that was under there in this fixture here. It spins the disc, so I needed one to spin this disc because the motor on it stopped starting up the disc. You could, if you touch the disc, it'll start spinning, but it won't spin up by itself. It's probably got a little bit of corrosion on some copper pins back here that contact with the motor. So I had the case apart on my music DVD player that I listened to, so that I could touch the disc to start it up for about a year now. And I finally decided, oh hey, you know what? I bet I can just take the motor out of another one that's busted that I had lying in a box somewhere and hook it up. And sure enough, I did have to go through three different DVD players to get one that was the right size to fit in. I found one. The one that actually came out of here is this one. Oh, not this one. This one here. But it's just a smidge too big. Probably can't tell, but it's just a smidge too big. So I had to tear apart a couple others until I finally found one. I found one that was the right size and it worked. You can tell we're listening to music. Yay! So I had all these parts left over, and I thought, I should be able to do something interesting with them. This is the carriage assembly and laser diode for a DVD player. This is a controller board for the DVD player. Output board. Front panel. It's got a display on it. Switched power supply. Look at this. Well, it thinks the tray is closed. Now it thinks it's open. It doesn't know. It's all torn apart. Check this out. Hit the power button. It turns off. It says it's off. Hit it again. And hold it. And it's on. See? The power light lights up. So I was just going to scrap this for all these juicy little parts like these tasty buttons. Some capacitors, some 104 caps I bet. Could use those for the shift register on my cube. All kinds of good stuff here, but I thought I'd play with it. It actually does something. Kind of neat. In fact, I think this display will become a project. There's an infrared receiver here, and if I find the remote for it, there's some circuitry here undoubtedly that does all that. Lots of chips back here. There might be some RAM or some other groovy things I could use for some other projects. Output patch panel. I might be able, it's pretty simple, no electronics, just the switches and whatnot. I might be able to just remove this connector here and wire it up to some project that uses audio or video output. Who knows? And look at this. This is a 12 and a 5 volt power supply. That's very handy. I may use it to run some other project. Who knows? And it's even got an on and off switch so that I can turn it off. So, look at all this good stuff that I found inside just a DVD player that somebody wanted me to look at. And it wasn't really repairable. So it sat in a box for like a year. or two, doing nothing. And it had all these good juicy parts. Mmm. Tasty, tasty parts.